to review very briefly what we studied in the last two lectures. And we're going to do it quickly because we have a lot of material to cover in our lecture today. First of all, we want to talk about the sea beast. The sea beast, according to what we've studied, represents the papacy, the Roman Catholic papacy. And then as we studied last night, the land beast of Revelation chapter 13 represents the United States of America. And as we studied, the two horns, like a lamb, on the head of that beast that rises from the earth, represents two kingdoms, the kingdom of the church and the kingdom of the state. In other words, civil and religious liberty. But Revelation chapter 13 tells us that this second beast is going to do some rather strange things. This second beast is going to help the first beast recover its power. In fact, this second beast that rises from the earth is going to lead the whole world to worship the first beast and to worship an image of that first beast and also to receive the mark of the beast or the number of the beast, which means that this second beast that rises from the earth is functional. Its purpose in prophecy is to restore the first beast to power. And in our lecture today, we're going to talk about the image to the beast. Of course, an image is a likeness. And so the image is going to be very much like the first beast. So if we know what the first beast was like, we're going to know what the image of the beast is like as well. Now, as we've studied, the two horns, like a lamb, represent two kingdoms, the church and the state, separate from one another, or we could say that they represent civil liberty and religious liberty. Civil liberty would have to do with the kingdom of the state, and religious liberty would have to do with the kingdom of the church. But the question is, in Revelation chapter 13, what is represented by the voice of the dragon? Because the book of Revelation says that this second beast that rises from the earth has two horns like a lamb. In other words, it has these two kingdoms separate from one another, full civil and religious liberty. But then this beast begins speaking as a dragon. What does it mean that this beast speaks as a dragon? Well, we need to understand what the dragon represents in the book of Revelation. And I'm going to go through this quickly because we don't have time to read all of the Bible verses. But the best place to understand the meaning of the dragon is in Revelation chapter 12. And I'm just going to give you the picture. We don't have time to look it up right now, but I'm going to give you the picture of what we find in that chapter. The chapter begins by showing a woman that has a child in her womb, and that child is about to be born. And then a dragon is seen who wants to devour the child as soon as the child is born. Now it becomes very obviously that that child who is going to be born is none other than Jesus Christ. And the dragon is waiting for him to kill him the moment that he's born. Now we need to understand that the dragon has a double meaning in this passage. Of course, we know that the dragon is a symbol of Satan because he's called the ancient serpent, the devil and Satan in Revelation chapter 12. So in the first instance, the dragon represents Satan. But let me ask you, through whom did Satan attempt to kill the child? Was it him personally who did it? No. The Bible tells us that it was through a ruler of the Roman Empire, a ruler called Herod. In other words, Satan did it through the medium of a king, King Herod, who was a king of the Roman Empire. In other words, the dragon represents Satan, but the dragon also represents the civil power through which Satan attempted to kill the child.